No, that will not work, Houston. We got bridges every few hundred yards.
Feet, 390.
You go and get him.
But Espanyol making a real fight of it. Now that looked like a foul. The referee right on top of the situation, and his assessment was that Raul Tamudo took an intentional tumble.
I think again he's gone down very easy, Rob.
It's a great ball from De La Peña.
He is the architect, De La Peña. When he's on the ball, they've got to be careful. He's played a couple of great passes in. Well, that looks like obstruction to me, but again, Tamudo goes down so easy.
It's clearly Tamudo's intention to play for the obstruction, and his theatrics did him no favours. Rafete. There's a certain edge developing in this game.
Dr. Pepper from the desert, from
Jack was playing away and all stuff like that. So there are things that I won't want to talk about and things that we want to talk about. So I'm going to be sending you down there to just, you know, brief them, as in saying what I can and can't talk about. Okay. That's all I really wanted to say to you, just sort of to welcome you on board and to let you know that you have got, you know, stuff to deal with. Yeah. And that's it for me. I'll look forward to seeing you at the radio station a little bit later on. Okay. Thanks, Jade. See you later. See you later.
Rebecca sets off for her first real assignment as Jade's PA. But this isn't her first experience of dealing with unwanted press attention. During the paparazzi challenge, the PAs were forced to fend off a mob of photographers and journalists. And while others lost the plot and didn't impress the judges...
This is all going tits up. Technical term.
Jade was happy with Rebecca's proactive approach.
When they did get in the doors, you grabbed me out of the room straight away when I started to get upset, put me in the toilet and made me stay in there. You was comforting and soothing.
I was quite feisty. I was like, no, you're not taking photos of Jade, and you know, I was quite pleased with my performance.
The interviews are taking place at a national news broadcaster in the heart of London. With Jade's words still ringing in her ears, Rebecca arrives and heads straight to a meeting with presenter Naomi Whedon to lay down the ground rules.
There's a couple of things that Jade, doesn't really want to cover. She's currently working on a project at the minute, so she doesn't want to be asked about any weight or exercise or anything like that. And then also to do with the press and everything that's happened this weekend with her relationship with Jack. She doesn't want anything to do with that neither. It's not kind of about her personal life. This is just going to be about the show. Just kind of keep it, quite general.
And like what she's looking for, what her ideal quality.
Exactly, yeah, what she's going to want people to do. And how she sees the show being and what she hopes.
And why she needs a PA in the first place.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, well, thank you very much for that. I'm going to go and brief Jade quickly on what she can expect from the interview, and we'll meet you in there.
Jade arrives, and there's only a short time for Rebecca to fill her in on what to expect.
So there's going to be like general questions. Why do you need a PA?
Yeah.
During the Thinking for Jade challenge, the PAs were asked to brief Jade for an interview with notorious radio presenter Nick Ferrari. Jade was to be quizzed on the big news stories of the day, but things started ominously when she turned up at the studio in her pyjamas. And with just 5 minutes each to get so much information across, none of the PAs fared well.
Never been fed so much information in my life.
What's the background to the fight between Blair and Brown, Jade?
Gordon is agreeing with him that he should leave.
Gordon who?
Ramsey.
What is Al-Qaeda?
The bad man.
The bad man?
Bad terrorist person.
Well, his name is Al, is it? What does CCTV mean?
It's crime catching...
Do you think...
Crime catching television.
Nick Ferrari was not impressed with Rebecca's efforts.
Somebody should have told her what it was all about, and they didn't cover the basics.
But Jade liked her simple approach to getting the information across.
I loved the way that Becky briefed me when we was doing the challenge where I had to go into the radio and do stuff like that. Although people said she didn't brief me that well, I personally think she did, because I come out and I felt comfortable talking about that story.
With Rebecca's briefing complete, Jade's first interview begins.
So you're trying to choose yourself a PA. I imagine this is like to declutter your life and sort things out. Why do you think you need one in the first place? Because you seem, you know, pretty organised, like you've kept it together for quite a while, haven't you?
I keep it together as in me and my family. Yeah, I'm a strong believer in...
Exactly. In fact, we've got up a good height in the air as well. You can go up and down stairs. It doesn't matter about levels on that, you know. And you can see these two people are different heights there, but you can just alter it and adjust it so you can manage.
And what about a mattress? That's always
we've got a
floppy.
mattress here,
we'll do
exactly.
That in a minute, 'cause that's brilliant for that.
And very awkward to move. But you know, we're going to show you how easy it is using this and going through kind of doorways and things like that. It makes things so mobile as well. Remember, it'll take up to 600 pounds in weight, which is phenomenal, just by using two straps.
And coming down the stairs, that's always very difficult as well, because things start slipping and sliding.
Exactly, that's slightly more dangerous.
With this you can.
Well, £15.56. It's still at that introduction.
Hey, John.
Hey, Mike, how you doing there? Good. You got some wheels to do?
Got some wheels, got to lay...
With the next generation of strong, healthy...
Reading of what you, Nick, have been saying.
Everyone fears the worst.
I was in shock. I had no idea what was going on. It was in such an incredible pain that I will never forget it. Like, I describe it as someone taking a saw to the side of my face.
The baseball breaks Brian's cheekbone, fractures his eye socket, and gives him concussion. But Brian knows he got off easy.
It could have been a lot worse than it really was. I could have had a broken jaw. I could have died if it would have hit me in the temple.
When Brian gets a look at his face, he fears his dreams of professional baseball are over.
I see my face, and it's like an orange on the side of my face, and it was huge. Just massive growth-looking thing on the side of my face. And that's when the shock wore off, and I just kind of freaked out a little bit.
But Brian makes a full recovery. He takes his team all the way to the playoffs.
And I say, once you get bucked from the horse, you got to get right back on. And I mean, you know, it's a game. It's what happens.
"10,000 feet over Albany, Oregon. Skydiver Tim McMahon uses helmet cam to videotape two buddies attempting to set a world record. The world's highest bungee jump.
Parabungee is where two skydivers exit an airplane attached to each other, and one becomes the stable platform and the other skydiver gets a bungee jump.
They're ready. Mike McGee opens his chute. Greg Jones drops at the end of the bungee. But then, that's Greg's body, heading downwards. When the bungee cord bounces him up, it breaks, smacks Greg in the head, and knocks him out. Tim watches Greg plunge down towards certain death.
As Greg fell past me, I thought Greg was a dead man. I could tell that he was unconscious, the bungees were broken behind him, and I didn't think he had a chance.
Greg falls at over 100 miles an hour. But then, incredibly, the chute opens.
After I saw Greg's canopy open, I knew I didn't have a lot of time to get with him and see if he was okay.
Now, Tim joins the action. He collapses his own chute and dives towards his friend.
I didn't think about the danger at the time. I knew I just had to get to my friend, get control of him, and bring him in.
Tim reaches Greg and attaches himself to his parachute. They'll land together.
Are you okay?
I don't know.
He was looking at me, but it was kind of like the lights were on, but no one's home.
But there's a new danger.
Oh, my back hurts.
Greg must help in the landing, but he's too badly injured.
Carry me down, Tim. I'm kind of up.
When he said that, I really started thinking that something was wrong. I didn't know if he had internal injuries, he could be dying.
Can you move your legs okay? Huh? Can you move your legs? Yeah. I'm fading back and forth though, Tim.
As I looked at him, he was in convulsions down below me, shaking. At that point, I knew that we were probably both in for a wild landing.
The two men come down fast. They're out of control. And there are many hazards below.
I can take us down, but you're gonna land hard if you don't flare. I'm trying to get it. Okay, when I say flare, you flare, okay? Flare!
They make it.
Thank you, give him a hand! No! Help him!
Greg is taken to the hospital. It turns out he's very badly hurt. When the bungee snaps, the force breaks his back and his neck.
I felt like I'd just been standing in the middle of the freeway and hit by a truck.
But Greg recovers. Thanks to a friend who planned to record a world record in the sky, but ends up performing something even greater.
He literally did risk his life to come to the rescue of mine. Had Tim not come, I would probably have been killed within 15 to 20 seconds.
Could have been bad for both of us. But I kept control of him, and I brought him in, and luckily we made it to the ground okay.
Later, motorcycle madmen perform illegal street stunts and pay a painful price. And later, two boxers go berserk, triggering a fist-flying brawl. When the world's most amazing videos 2 returns.
Davenport, now good.
Serving up a
Family man gets his
togetherness.
I like being that loud. Gunther's gonna want to hug me.
We can do it with a horse which is a different species to us completely. You know, it doesn't have anything in common with us, really.
A masterpiece of deduction, you blithering jackass. I'll have you hide for this.
But, sir, he could still, she could still be Dick Turpin, couldn't she?
Yes. And where's your precious birthmark? And where's the thing it's supposed to be on?
Wolfpack, they will listen to. So I started to question my own place with my own dogs. And I can tell you, when people call us in, they've got a number of dogs, about one dog, we know exactly the one they've called us in about, but the problem's always another.
What actually is a dog listener? Perhaps we could explain that.
Yeah, well...
After an emotional reunion, Jade turns her thoughts to tomorrow.
Hi Becky, thanks for everything tonight. What time I get there tomorrow? 11:15 in the morning, I've checked, and that's all fine. It's picking you up at your house, and your coach is waiting there now, so whenever you're ready.
Oh, late night, give me a call in the morning.
I will do.
The job's done for Rebecca, and she's happy with her evening's work.
Well, I think Jade was, quite happy with my performance tonight. She just said thanks for everything, and, I just hope that I've been of, some help, and she's felt that, I was there, to support her.
Rebecca's on her way to see top designers Ellie and Charlotte, who've created her a business suit to make sure she looks glamorous in her new job.
I think it's really important to look the part. Obviously, Jade wants someone who is gonna, represent her at all times. So, this is, the perfect suit for that, really.
It's the moment of truth as Rebecca steps out in her very own PA outfit.
Wow. Looks fantastic. Looks beautiful. Are you pleased?
Oh yeah, it's amazing.
Perfect, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's not too perfect.
But then again, the conditions have to be perfect, and they can change at the drop of a hat.
Tension levels rise, John, because you know...
He's wrong. I mean, why would Stanley Matthews write on the card if they weren't his boots?
He doesn't think the great man signed the card either.
Hello, Braz. Why the hell aren't you dead yet? Okay, this way.
Oh, that went better than I expected.
Dr. Brazelton, I see you know Dr. Zimski.
Yeah.
Careful, lots of police. And off cold, mister? Sorry. Hell, right, okay.
To that place.
Okay, what do you got in mind?
Well, maybe I'm looking for some real action.
What about me? I got the big one.
I'll give it to you, baby.
Let her go.
You gonna jump me?
Maybe we ought to pull a train on you. You look like you might even like it.
Fuck you!
Real tough chick.
You see what you get, warriors? You see what you get when you mess with the orphans? We're gonna rain on you, warriors! Hey, wait a minute. I could ask a question. How come we're running?
I told you, they were a bunch of wimps. Union Station, here we come.
And what about me?
So what about you? You're a good
It
person.
depends on what you're giving them money.
6, 7.
Yes, Peter's children in Dubai couldn't get the time off school. There's no holiday over there. In fact, of course, the kids in the UK, they don't break up till next week anyway.
They have had a free week, of course, Real Madrid. It's very rare that they don't have European or Copa del Rey games in midweek. There's Robinho to Emerson. Cutie, Emerson. Piles it to Michel Salgado. De La Peña brilliantly steals the ball, and that was a fair pass. It's just a fraction away from Luis Garcia.
The performance may not have been all he'd planned for.
Let's go to
Onion mince pies.
Association of Celebrity Assistants, and have invited Rebecca for a chat to offer her some advice and a few words of warning. It's a golden opportunity to find out more about her new profession.
The world of Jade that she's working for will be different every day, and she won't know what's going to happen.
I think she's had a very good background. I think what she's learned and also what she might pick up tonight will put her in good stead for the job.
I think Becky could be very surprised by what the job will entail, probably on a daily basis.
Being new to the world of the celebrity PA, Rebecca is keen to gather valuable insight from these experienced professionals.
The potential pitfalls of being a celebrity PA are that you can find the job really draining, and that it does take up a lot of your energy, really, because you really do have to put your heart and soul into it.
It is going to be like, 24 hours, 7 days, and I just wondered when kind of the crossover between, my life and then working for Jade, how do you sort that out?
I think in the beginning you'll find it all-encompassing. There'll be a lot to learn and a lot going on, but it is important to find that time to separate your life from Jade's life.
It will evolve sort of naturally. I mean, once you have a working relationship with Jade and you both know where you're coming from, and she'll understand that you've got to have time off and do your thing as well.
Is there anything that you can tell me that I need to do at the very beginning so that everything else will, kind of fall into place? Is there anything that I need to just set up straight away?
I would try to introduce yourself to all of Jade's contacts, her stylist, her hairdresser, her agent, and build up a database of the information that you'll need on a regular basis.
There was a couple of comments that I'm a bit of a party girl, and how do I establish, a working relationship and then kind of a friendship maybe. Where does that crossover lie?
I think, you have to have a life, simple as that, and it's very important, because if you don't have a life, then you're not going to be any good.
You don't want to be swinging from the chandeliers and being that Miss Party Girl in her presence, really. It is a working relationship. Yeah. She is your boss, and you do want to keep it professional.
Yeah, definitely.
During the discretion challenge, the PAs went out drinking on what they thought was a night off, but in reality they were secretly being filmed. The next day, Rebecca was reprimanded for her lack of discretion.
You were talking on the phone quite loudly about Jade.
I'd had, probably a little bit too much to drink, and I just thought, oh no, I just didn't realise what I couldn't remember what I said, and so it was just, oh yeah, it was awful, but, a really good lesson.
Is there anything that you've been asked to do and you've just thought, oh, I'm not doing that?
I won't do anything that's illegal.
Yeah.
Anymore. And I think Jade is probably a fine example of somebody who would understand if a request is unreasonable.
Jade, is in the spotlight a lot of the time, and her career has been based, she's very much in the media all the time, and I just wondered if you've got any tips on how to handle that, and when's the right time to let her get on with it, or, the right time to step in.
That is a thing you need to discuss with Jade in terms of how she wants to deal with that. But from your point of view, professionally, you keep your head right down. You don't talk to people about, what Jade's up to, or even, who you work with sometimes.
Just want to say thank you so much for, coming to meet me tonight. You've answered a lot of my questions, and I feel a lot better about everything, actually. So, thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Yeah.
And good luck with everything. Do keep in touch.
Thank you, I will do.
Just come out the meeting with David and Annabelle, and it was really, really good. It was just a nice chat, really.
This is a really exciting...
electronic speedometer.
Why should it happen at this time of day?
Gifted classes are being cut back or eliminated as schools focus.
17-year-old Brenton Wilson can't believe his eyes.
Look at it! I can see it. You don't exactly see one of those coming through your backyard every day, so decided to pick up the camera and let everybody else see it. Yeah, it's coming right for us.
It's a tornado. A big one. A mile wide. And less than a mile away.
It's getting really close over here. And then it began to pick up strength and actually come closer towards me.
Brenton should run for cover, but he stands his ground.
I saw it coming towards me. I was hoping that it wouldn't get me. The idea of death was actually in the back of my mind, but I was just so overcome with adrenaline, I didn't really care.
The twister smashes through electricity pylons.
Oh my God! Power line!
Then takes down the town.
That's gonna hit the school right on. Oh my gosh, that's about to hit the school.
The tornado's getting closer and louder by the second.
It sounded like a freight train. Oh my gosh! It just blew their house away. Get back in the house. The one thing that really frightened me, because I'm sitting here seeing this big, massive tornado pick up my neighbor's house that I've known all my life, and you know, it was very scary.
As quickly as it hit, the tornado turns and dies away.
This is all that's left of their home.
It wipes out 98% of the town's buildings.
I just wanted to go make sure everybody was okay.
But incredibly, everyone is spared.
My neighbors had just got out of the path of the tornado right before it hit.
Brenton wanted to face a tornado up close. He got his wish and his shot. He hopes it's once in a lifetime.
Oh my gosh, that's about to hit the school. Oh my gosh, power line. Oh my gosh, they just blew their house away.
Up next, a motorcycle daredevil performs two-wheel tricks and gets brutally sideswiped. When the world's most amazing videos 2 continues.
Coming down, Bob. Hoping we were all a little bit taller, a little bit prouder. We were all feeling the same fears and the same exhilaration. These three men brought us together. We knew together that there are no goals we cannot reach if we just reach for them together. There is no adequate way in which we can express our gratitude to the men themselves because they are no longer among us. However, we can serve their memory, what they stood for.
For a moment like this, some people wait a lifetime. For a moment like this, some people search forever.
Like, I didn't want to be this late. How does it be late?
stupid.
Hey, everybody, you will not be let in if you're not in the next 2 minutes.
369.
Rich. Here is... What's the matter? I don't even look at him now. This is really tough. We're sitting down. I want them to lay down of their own free will. He's done it. You see, what it's about is not telling the dog. Now you hear people say, go lay down. Well, that's taking away the free thinking. We're in a sitting room. We're relaxed, comfortable. We want them to choose to lay down when they're ready. We talk about the 4 elements to this work. That's the food, the most important thing to the dog. Secondly, the hunt. That's how you get the food. Perceived danger, somebody coming to the door. And lastly, status. There's separation. Whenever you separate with your dog, and see a separation as closing that door. That's what a separation is. You might only go into the bathroom, but it's a closure. And whenever you reunite, you have to treat that with the respect. It's a ritual they deserve. And this is a tough one for the humans. You come in there and you ignore the dog. Because if you greet him, you're saying Your Majesty. Before I enter this room, I have to pay you homage, pay you respect. So you walk in like a leader. Yeah? So if we take charge of those 4 areas, you've actually got the dog.
But this young chap has had the run of the house for a number of years now, so it won't be easy for him to give up the delights of the pantry, let alone the dishwasher.
Callum, get out of the dishwasher. Get out. Bad dog. But Jan,
Put it mildly, has everybody given?
acting. I teach them command.
Now, I'm going to go and buy a pair of shoes for Jade. I think she's going to a party of some sort.
Getting to know Jade's taste is a key part of the job, and Rebecca knows how important it is to get it right first time.
Well, Jade's not going to wear something like that. How bad are they? I mean, obviously, I want to make sure I get it right because, when I'm thinking back to the Style Challenge, I was on the winning team. I saw how she was with the other team. She didn't like what they picked for her. So a little bit of pressure there.
I cannot believe, you're all half-decent dressers. You've all got sense. But yet you turn me out like this.
You look like a whore.
I'm not a dog. Can I have those? Both of those in a size 6, please.
6.
If I pick out something for Jade, and obviously she's photographed in it and see it in a magazine, or she's wore it for an interview or something, I'm obviously going to feel, quite pleased with myself and quite excited about that because, it obviously means that she's got faith in what I've chosen.
With her fingers crossed that Jade will like what she's bought, Rebecca calls it a day. The next morning, she has a meeting with Jade's mum, Jackie, who has a very definite agenda in mind.
My concerns are quite strongly about the Chavies, Jade's boys. The boys are precious to me, and she's got to, deal with them very careful because I'm their nanny.
When Rebecca arrives, Jackie gets straight to the point.
What are you like with children?
I think I'm okay with children, but with the challenge that I had with Bobby and Freddie, I literally had 5 minutes in the garden, and I think I panicked because I was like, I didn't have anything, and it was only 5 minutes. But then when I met them later on, I had more time with them, and I was a bit more settled and I was less nervous.
What are you like for criticising? I mean, if Jade just talks to you, it's like, well, hold up, what are you doing?
Yeah.
How are you going to respond?
I mean, I am quite a strong character, and I think that, if Jade was to just kick off or, shout or whatever, I would never get upset. It wouldn't upset me.
You won't go in the corner and cry?
No.
Wicked, because you've got the sack, mate, in a second. You can't be weak around Jade, you really can't.
No.
I see your personality gleam out of and I told Jade that I liked you. I thought you was quite nice, but I didn't expect you to be picked. I said to Jade, why did you pick Rebecca? She's like, why are you asking that, Mum? I said, well, because she seems too young to work for you. That's what I said to her. And she went, do you know what, Mum? She said, she got Freddie's birthday just slung on her. And Jade said, you organised that professionally. You pulled it off, because otherwise Jade would have slaughtered you. To me, but she didn't. She praised you. I'm very pleased to meet you, and I think you're going to pull through good. Even though you're going to work for her, become friends, because she's got a good sense of humour as well. I think her and Jade are going to get on very well, and I think the boys are going to love her too. They're going to laugh at her accent, in any case. Very well done, Jade, for picking Rebecca.
To be honest, I thought it went really well.
Peter Upton, 28.
And that's not very good.
Well, his last two shots have baffled me a little bit. And Stephen will have a go at this red, and if he pots it and gets on a colour, I think we've got a new favourite for this frame.
Depends on the white now. If Peter can see the red, he'll take it on, and he can see the red, and he will take it on. So once again, Peter's mistake may not be costly. It wasn't costly in the previous frame.
It's turning into a big frame now, this. It really is. I think whoever loses it will be disappointed. More so with the chances they've both had. Now, I don't know whether Stephen can get in enough behind this red to catch it full enough. I don't think he can. And if he's playing it red first, he's got to be careful. He'll be pushing it towards the left corner pocket. Needs a good cue ball here. He tried to get in behind it, and he didn't. Well, I don't think that's how he played it, but he'll settle for it. He will settle for that. He's got the snooker. Easy hit. But you never know, getting out of a snooker, where the balls are going to finish.
John mentioned easy hit, and he's got the second part there because he's got it in a position where it's not straightforward to get the cue ball back into baulk. And it's very, very thin. As long as he avoids cannon on the yellow, should get a good white. So red in behind the black, white in behind the brown is his first thought. Has he missed the kiss on the yellow? He has, and he's played it excellently.
Well, would you believe it? There's a gap. There's a gap between yellow and pink. You saw the grimace from Peter Ebden. Another chance for Stephen Hendry. Big, big frame this now, I believe, for Stephen.
Yes, even though he's 20 behind, you would have to suggest it's red ball game. Whoever pots the red, you would think they would win the frame. All of a sudden, he's not cueing at all well in this match, and that's one of the reasons, John. I think his high break is only 59.
Well, nowhere near. Amazing. Let off for Stephen. Another reprieve.
Yes, and the fact that, as we see Peter miss that shot, the fact that Stephen can play this a bit firmer, I think he'll get very close to this one. There's not quite as much pressure on this kind of shot when you're stunning the mint.
Yeah, but I still think you've got to put out of your mind the shot that's gone before. way away. And when a player misses the pot by that far, you just get the feeling he's just hitting across the ball at the moment.
Well, in his career in a final, John, and he's been in many, many finals, as we know, I bet he's never missed 2 shots on the trot by that far.
Yeah, it wouldn't be pressure with Stephen, it'd just be his technique at the moment.
Brent had the and can feel lethargic. Benelin cold and flu.
On the other hand, they don't seem to have any enemies at all.
Well.
Cause if you want, I'm telling you.
They touched them. They opened the ballast doors. You want to flood the ship? Sir, this is Matt. Does anybody copy? Hello, somebody answer me.
I don't like the way.
The Prime Minister.
Well, this 10th frame still yet to be decided.
Game, a few chances, a few saves.
We'll begin.
This could be it.
The help of the underworld to help find those responsible for the murders. They
on your home.
Let's do it.
Train.
It's saying.
Ben Wiedemann joins us now on the phone from Jerusalem with more on that agreement as well.
Well, who actually?
Now we're going to go up and get him.
Yeah, right there. He's right there.
Hands up!
What's the matter this morning? What's the matter this morning? I'm always happy in the morning. That's when I get to see my baby. I'm happy in the morning and I'm happy when I come home. In between, you don't want to run into me. I'm just always happy around my baby girl. Delicious. Hey, you. She loves her wife.
No.
In the build-up, and Graham Dott was fantastic as well. And then all of a sudden, it was as if it was too much. They'd run out of steam. Effort. Not because the players aren't playing great. Perhaps it is just you can't keep on going to the well.
And of course, Peter Ebdon had the day off yesterday, so he's a little bit fresher, having come through his semi-final against John Higgins on Friday. Well, what can Mr. Hendry do now? He's 2 behind.
The gun was empty, right? I mean, you knew from the weight of the gun that the chamber was empty. Am I right?
Well, there could have been one bullet.
Oh, my God.
Hey, Frank.
Frank, think maybe we can go someplace and talk about this?
He's got better, I feel, from last season on set plays. He scored a few goals this year. There's the strike. Keeper sees it, gets both hands across to it.
Ramos. Alarm bells ringing.
They're looking to finish it off here. Second goal would certainly do that.
Well, certainly Espanyol have lost some of their poise. And here they go. It's Garcia. Oh, he overhits it. And the referee is suggesting that Cannavaro used his hand. Remember, he's just been booked. And if he sees that as intentional, Cannavaro's off.
Well, he's come across and he's jumped with his legs, but his hands have come up automatically. And he's suggesting that it hit him on the head, not on the hand. The linesman is the one that's actually given the referee that information, Rob.
I don't know if you can see on his eye, Jerry. There's almost a tear in his eye and a red mark on his face where it hit him.
It hit him in the face.
No suggestion that his hand was anywhere near the ball.
Well, that's a wrong decision. It's hit him in the face, and I think they should appeal that. But why are players asking for him to be booked, knowing that it's hit him in the face? That's a bad decision from the linesman.
Well, it was the referee's assistant on the far side that swore blind. Cannavaro used his hand, but look at that mark. He looks like he's been hit by a heavyweight in the eye. Felt the footfalls in the face. He gets double the pain. His first red card in Spanish football is an unjust one. And there's no doubt that they're going to appeal that, and they should win the appeal.
Well, Rob, the thing is, they've got another 25 minutes to go in this game, which is more important at the moment. And they're down to 10 men.
Well, that is a massive twist in the story, and immediately Capello makes a change. He's going to bring on the extra defender in Mejia and sacrifice Robinho. Well, there's the man that has created the controversy. And Espanyol are going to...
Only United States can just anybody go to the house of the president to visit. So when I see these killing things, I call police. They say they call Secret Service. But 2 days you don't come.
Well, the president gets approximately 1,400 threats a year, ma'am. We gotta check them all. Say this fella's name's Macaulay?
Joseph McCrawley from Colorado, Denver. I still remember like yesterday. I cry and cry.
Ruffetti only just made the game. He had a bit of a calf problem. He's taken off. Andiani has been used mainly as a sub this season in La Liga. It's his 13th substitute appearance. So it stops him being the top scorer for the team, though. He's managed 9 goals in all comps. Well, targeted up by Ramos, and there's some actors there as well.
That's Luis Garcia.
That really wasn't necessary, and that should be at least a yellow card, shouldn't it, Jerry?
Well, the referee seems to just be given the free kick, but it was Luis Garcia.
Driver's license. Thanks, Jack. See ya.
Federal agents, open up.
Just you.
Well, it's been a tremendous couple of weeks for Cannavaro, being crowned the best player in Europe and then getting the World Soccer Player of the Year, and tomorrow expected to become the FIFA World Player of the Year. Guti leads the charge. Andreas!
Yeah.
Frank Corrigan?
Yeah?
The Secret Service agent?
Yeah, what did I win?
My God, it's really you?
Who the hell is this?
That was you in my apartment last night.
McCrawley?
Why not call me Booth?
Why not Oswald?
Because Booth had flair, panache. The leap to the stage after he shot Lincoln.
Where are you?
Closer than you might imagine. It's very exciting to talk to you. I feel like I know you.
Oh, how's that?
I've read about you, seen photos. You were JFK's favorite agent, the best and the brightest. But that was a long time ago. What's kept you in the game all these years?
Why don't we get together and have a drink? We could talk about that.
Oh, I'd love to, but I think the less you know about me, the better.
Oh, why?
Because I'm planning to kill the president.
Oh, now you shouldn't have gone and said that. It's a federal offense to threaten the president. You could go to jail even if you don't mean it.
I mean it all right. John F. Kennedy said all someone needs is a willingness to trade his life for the president's, right?
That's right.
I'm willing. And going up against you, this raises the game to a much higher level. Fate has brought us together, Frank. I just can't get over the irony.
What irony?
You being intimately involved with the assassin.
Moran? Oh my God, what was you, little Kim?
Here I...
Hey, Dino. The top to 2 points.
So they have the full complement, but they're back to 10.
He's done a good job tonight for me, Emerson, as well. He's been the only real actor.
OEW.
You lead me. Come on down off of there.
You like that, Tanner?
Leroy against Roy Mackay.
Well, but they're in no great hurry to take the corner kicks and the free kicks. A goal up, the player down. Kicks it to the far post. It comes to Guti. Arcade's header. Della Penny helps it on. A shot in the back of Raul Tamuro. Zabaleta. despite losing Cannavaro. Real Madrid again playing a high line. Guti. Little arm on the shoulder.
Wow, now then. Is it the chance Stephen has been looking for? But the colours all over the place. Well, coming into the red for the blue. Oh, it thought about it. And it was a good shot actually to develop the blue there slightly, because as you can see, no high value colours available, although I'm not sure if the black will pot to the right corner, but you can stay on the blue for some time.
Theirs, but never really saw him. I mean, depending on who you talk to, he was between 5'8" and 6'2", between 165 and 180 pounds. Age? Between 28 and 45.
Must be for an election panic's what you get on a good day. I think...
They've been waiting for you.
Hey, Frank. Sam. Been a long time since anyone's seen you in this part of the building.
Yeah, well, I hear the new director isn't much fun.
I've been the director for almost 2 years.
Yeah.
Alejandra.
Thank you.
Frank, you know Matt Wilder?
Yeah, Matt.
Frank.
Still owes me $20 from Super Bowl 21. He always liked Denver.
This is agent in charge, Bill Watts. Bill. And Lily Raines.
Hello.
Lily? Secretaries get prettier and prettier around here.
And the field agents get older and older.
Lily's an agent, Frank.
I know that. I just wanted to see if she had a sense of humor.
Oh.
Have a seat. Let's talk about this guy. I guess we're calling him Booth for now, huh?
Yeah.
All right, what do you know about him?
Well, he's dangerous.
How do you know?
I know things about people, Lily.
Might I ask why you didn't take appropriate steps to know more that first night?
Well, we had a busy day, Bill.
Too busy to investigate properly? Your report says you were only in the room 10 minutes.
I didn't have a warrant.
Given your reputation for undercover work, I wouldn't think that...
What reputation are you talking about, Bill?
All right, let's get back on track.
Oh, I'd like to know what reputation he's referring to.
Let's drop it.
Am I being paranoid, or is he busting my balls?
Oh, probably a little of both.
You know, Bill, there was a time around here when I was almost as arrogant as you.
I don't have time for this. I gotta pull 75 agents out of Miami. Keep me posted, Sam, will you?
So what do we do with this guy?
Oh, well, we'll keep investigating. Meanwhile, if you could have my phone tapped.
What makes you think he'll call again?
Oh, he'll call again. He's got panache.
Panache?
Yeah, it means flamboyance.
I know what it means.
Really? I had to look it up.
All right, we'll tap your phone. And by the way, Frank, Watts is nowhere near as arrogant as you were when you had Kennedy's ear.
Just what reputation?
Of course. $40 points to lead. Well, 39, sorry. But it still equates that he needs one more red and a blue. And Stephen Hendry will need a snooker. In goes the red. He's on the blue. Okay, the wrong angle, but he just makes certain of it. And Stephen, what can he do? There's one more frame before the mid-session interval. At the moment, Peter Ebdon must think all his birthdays have come at once. The opposition he expected has not arrived.